Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we're going to be creating our home screen. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to actually choose the views folder and press Command N to add a new file. And we're going to be adding a SwiftUI view template this time. Going to call this home screen. And there's a okay, cool. So before we actually develop this, there's one potential bug that we might have introduced. So let's take a look at our core data. This guy right here. We have, so I found out that in my sample code, I was actually not or flipping this two times. So I was flipping it here, and I was also flipping it when I was calling from the to-dos list. Um, where are we updating? Right here. So I was actually toggling it twice. So that was potential bug. Basically, it would toggle it twice, so it would work properly in my sample code or my reference code. But when we try to run it here, it will not work because here we are only toggling it once. So I just wanted to fix that. So basically all you need to do is go into CoreData Manager and remove the not from the completed. Okay, that's about it. Okay, so let's go back to home screen, and here what we're gonna do is first we're gonna create our observed object, and let me control and format. Okay, so observed object, right? So at observed object, and this is basically going to be our view model that we're going to observe. And so we're going to say to do list view model, because if you go in our view model, we have said that our view model is going to publish to dos, right? So we're going to observe those changes for to dos and progress values. So these two values are being published, so we can observe this model and basically get all the latest values on demand. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a add state variable, add new sheet, and this is basically to open our new sheet. It's going to be of type boolean, and initially it's going to be false, so our sheet is not open. Our sheet will only open when user actually taps on it. Now let's create an init, and in this initializer I want to do a few appearance settings for table view, because we are using list, and in the background list uses table view, so we're going to set table views appearance, because apparently there is no direct way for us to do some of the common things like background color and separate style and stuff like that. We don't have a way to set that in SwiftUI yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say UI table view dot appearance dot background color is equal to dot clear color, and list is backed by a UI table view, so all these properties apply directly to that. So by the way, there's one thing that you're gonna notice is autocomplete does not help all the time. It tries to it does not give you, like, all the properties and their access, but if you right click and jump into definition, you're gonna see separator style is there. Okay, so that's why we are using it. And UI table view dot appearance, oh, we need the UI table view cell dot appearance dot background color is equal to dot clear color. This is for cell, and UI table view cell dot appearance dot selection style. So selection style is equal to none. Okay, so when user tap on it, on a cell, they don't see a selected cell. That's what we are setting here. Okay, next up is our body. Okay, so we're gonna first create a z stack, give it an alignment. Bottom trailing, right? And then we're gonna give it a color. So color dot bluish, okay? And after that, we're gonna give it a V stack. This V stack is gonna have an alignment of type leading. Then another V stack inside that. This is gonna have alignment dot leading as well. Now it's time for the top headline that we're gonna show. So we're gonna say H stack, and here we're gonna have text, task manager, font is gonna be large title. We're gonna bold it by using bold modifier, and we're gonna have a gradient text. So this is the gradient text that we have created, so we're gonna use that gradient text. Color dot blue and color dot bluish. All right, dot top dot bottom. Okay, so that is our text, our header text, and we're gonna create a spacer right here. And I think we are at a state where we can run this, and it should actually, oh yeah, we should actually go back here. So I'm gonna comment all this, okay, and then I'm gonna just say home screen like so. All right, so if I run this, you're gonna get this right here. Oh, okay. All right, so we need to do a few things, like we need to actually make our Z stack edges ignoring safe area all. Okay, so we can actually cover that extra white space. There we go. Now our task manager is here, but it's gonna jump up in a bit when we add more content to it. So we're gonna do it in a minute. Let's go ahead and create trash button. So basically to clear out all the completed items. So button, I'm gonna use action overload and the view. Okay, so for the action, we're gonna say self.view model dot remove completed, and here I'm gonna simply say image system name trash dot fill. Okay, I'm gonna give it a font of body, foreground color of white, and then we're gonna apply our button style to this button. So button style, and we're gonna say dark style circle button style, and gonna give it a color. So I'm gonna say color dot pink and color dot red. Okay, and for the starting point, we're gonna give it a leading, and for the end point, we're gonna give it trailing. For the padding, we're gonna give it a 20 points. There we go. All right. So that's our H stack. Now let me see if I can put a spacer here, and there we go. So that's perfect. It's actually way up there. Let me change this to dark bluish. Okay. Maybe dark bluish is gonna look a little bit better. Okay, awesome. That's actually good. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna remove this spacer. We don't need that. We can now create our progress bar. So this is where going to be our progress bar, and we are simply gonna basically start the first we're gonna show the progress, the text for the progress, right? So I think is this stack, okay, this is vstack, yeah. So we can just put it here, text view model, actually view model dot progress display value, that's a string. We're gonna give it a font, large, title, bold, and gonna give a gradient text. So gradient text is going to be same color dot blue and color dot dark blue. Dark bluish. Okay, starting point is going to be top and end point is going to be bottom. Okay, and so that's our gradient, and then we're going to give some padding to this view. At the top, gonna put 50, and there's going to be padding in the leading directions. Let's go ahead and run this again and see what we got so far. So this is what it looks like. We have these two, and these two controls are basically the label, the trash icon, basically button to remove all the items, and our progress number indicator. So basically how much progress we have made. All right, next up is the progress text actually, and now progress bar. Okay, now for the progress bar, we are going to simply call our Neumorphic progress bar. Okay, and here we're gonna give it a value, and value is gonna be view model dot progress value. Okay, and we're gonna simply say frame is going to be height of 20 dot okay, so let me put a new line, and dot Neumorphic effect is going to have color dot bluish. Okay, and corner radius is going to be 20, and there's going to be padding as well. Okay, now we'll go ahead and run this one more time, and there we have our progress bar. Okay, that's looking good already. Now time for our list. Okay, so list for each view model dot to do's, to do in, and then we're gonna have our H stack, in which we're gonna have a checkbox. So Neumorphic checkbox that we created, we're gonna say is checked, it is to do dot completed, right? Text is gonna be to do dot text, and for the completion we're gonna get checked state back. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply say to do dot check completed is equal to checked. Okay, whatever is being set there, we can basically call self dot view model dot toggle complete here to tell our view model that hey, we have a new update on the checklist, go ahead and update our database for that. Okay, so that's where H stack ends. All right, and then we have our for each loop ends, and then can add padding dot top 40 points. Okay, let's go ahead and run this and take a look. Okay, so that's looking good. Okay, so this is our table. Reason you don't see anything because we have actually cleared out all the appearance related stuff. So if you were to comment this and run it again, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So this is what you usually see, a table view with separator and background and everything. What we have done is we have actually removed all that, so we can show our pretty background. um, so okay, so now we have our h stack, and we have our for each closing, and so for each, and then you have your padding. Okay, and this is where our stack ends. Okay, so we're gonna add some padding to this. Okay, and now we're gonna have a button. All right, so this button is gonna be basically the button that's going to launch the sheet to add new to do. Okay, so we are simply going to the self.add new sheet dot toggle, which is going to open our sheet view, and for the body, we're going to say image system name, and the system name is rather long, so I'm going to copy this one, and it is plus rectangle fill on rectangle fill. Oh, that is coming from SF symbol, as you might have already guessed, and the font is going to be of type body. Foreground color is going to be white. Okay, and we are going to give it some pretty button style. So button style, dark button, circle button style. All right, and we're going to use color dot dark bluish and color dot blue, not black, blue. Okay, leading and trailing, and padding is about 30 points. There we go. Okay, padding, more padding at the bottom is gonna be basically 40 points, so we are basically trying to show it here. So we need some breathing room for the trailing part, and we need some, sorry, at the bottom part, and we need some breathing room at the trailing part as well. So about 20 points over there. Then we're gonna say sheet, and the overload that we're gonna use is gonna be is presented. Okay, and this is where we're gonna supply our binded value of add new sheet. Okay, so now we can remove all this, and we can simply say here self text add new to do for now. All right, now let me select everything, press Ctrl I to format, and we should run this, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. We have everything ready, and now we're going to start seeing our tasks once we start adding them. But when you click on the add button, you actually get this nice sheet pop up. Okay, so in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to finish our add new to do view, and then I'm going to fix this up and wire it up to that add new to do view. So it's going to create a record in our CoreData persistent store, and then we're gonna come back, and it's gonna put us back on this list, and we're gonna see our pretty tasks that we need to do, and after that we are going to be marking those tasks, and gonna see the progress and gonna see how our functionality actually works. Okay, so next up is gonna be the last video where we're gonna be just wiring everything, rest of things up. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.